Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep, and when last we left off, we've nearly explored the entirety of the first level of the feeding grounds. There is only this corner here that we need to examine. These stairs that we found lead to the second floor of the feeding grounds, and while we want to go there at some point, we definitely want to go into here first. Though going into here first isn't exactly beneficial, because as you can see, every dwarf in our party has been relieved of all of their equipment. That is because we're about to lose all of them, starting, unfortunately, with Karzak.
These are the stairs to our clan hall. I will go ahead and announce us.
All right. Should we follow you?
Wait before you enter. I must prepare the guards for your arrival. Since the Froggish incursion, the hall has been on high alert. Farley, why don't you stay with Drake?
Aye.
See if those secret project supplies have finally arrived, would you?
They've been gathering dust since you disappeared.
Oh, dust should help, yes?
Till we meet again, Karzak.
Aye, till then.
And then there were three. Drake still has Farley and Domba for company, and while Domba is standing there for the moment, if we wait, now Domba is over where Karzak was. We don't have Karzak anymore in our party, and we may never have him again in our party. Let's go in to the Dwarf Fortress. It has an aesthetic that is very similar to an area that we've been in before, the very start of the game. This is the Dwarven Fortress, the clan hall of the dwarves, and we want to explore around here a lot, and also these doors are pretty nifty. We can explore around here quite safely, but if we go through this door, we will find a dwarf waiting for us. Time to introduce ourselves and hope that Karzak made a good impression.
Halt! Who goes there?
I am Drake, an adventurer. Karzak sent us.
Halt yourself, Van. We've come to see the Elder.
Farley, I'd not thought you would have returned. If you want to see the Elder, I'm not going to stop you. I'll take you to him now.
I know the way, Thun Brightstone. You watch the gates.
We're going to be guided towards where the Elder is by Farley. Let's go.
Turn right.
He will give us directions until we make it to the Elder's location. There are a lot of named people in the Dwarven Fortress, and I'm not going to start talking about who voice acted who until we've seen quite a lot of them. We're going to go this way, and we'll get some more instructions from Farley in a moment.
Turn right.
And pretty soon, we're going to lose Domba.
Yes, this is my workspace. Where did those supplies go?
Farewell, Domber.
Oh, yes. If you see my brother send him to me, I have a new device he must see.
I'm right here.
Oh, yes. Well, stop by later, would you please?
And then there were two. Just Drake and Farley once more. We need to make a note of the fact that here is where Domba is, because we're going to be talking to Domba later. For now, we need to go and see the Elder.
Make this left.
Alright, we'll go left. There are lots of dwarves patrolling around.
I heard you taught the Throg shamans a lesson in their own temple. Good going. If we were only able to strike back at them ourselves, but Torin is holding us back. Torin must have his reasons.
I'm sure he does. Let's keep going, shall we?
Straight.
Alright. Keep going this way, as this dwarf just spins around in a circle. Don't mind me, we're just passing.
Turn right.
Alright, we'll turn right. And here is the Elder. We're going to have a conversation with the Elder right now.
We must take the battle to them, Torin.
No, Gildor. It isn't time. I cannot explain their recent actions, but we must remain calm. The clan needs us here. But if the Throgs attack us now, with all the disappearances, I don't know if we can hold the clan hall. Lost, Thera. I will have no more discussion about this. We have guests, Gildor. Stand aside. Come closer.
Alright, Torin. Hello.
I did not mean to interrupt.
Nay, they are old words anyways. I am Torin, elder of the Chakra clan. You must be Drake. I have heard of you. And Farley. You have returned at last.
Domber needed...
Enough. Save it for later. Drake, what do you ask of me?
I came to see if the dwarves would help me.
We are a good people, and our relationship with Stonekeep goes back many years. My step-uncle Orvig was a solid friend of the leaders of Stonekeep. We will help.
Thank you.
Walk the halls. Speak to my people. Have Karzak join your side again. He seemed rather happy when he spoke with me earlier. Return when you have learned more and we will talk. I wish to speak with you some more. Now, Farley, you disobeyed my direct command. You left the hall and went searching for your brother. What do you say to this?
I had to leave. I had to find Domber. He would have done the same for me, sir.
Only if he remembered that you were gone. But that doesn't change the fact that you broke our laws. You are Uktugoth. Leave now.
But...
And Uktugoth cannot be heard or seen.
So be it. Goodbye, Drake. I must go.
And now we are by ourselves. We are alone. It's time to go and explore around. By ourselves. These footsteps are remarkably quiet. Now there's nobody else here to walk alongside us. Let's go and have a look around and see if we can find where Karzak is. This door is locked. We may go into here later. And let's go in this direction. Ah, there are lots of scrolls here that we can read.
Greetings, I am Orson, librarian recorder of this clan hall. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for help.
Well, you've come to a good place. Wander these halls and ask your questions. Feel free to peruse the scrolls in this humble library.
We will. Thank you. Let's start reading this one.
Interesting.
Ever since the devastation, no fairy has been sighted. Even before this time, sightings were rare. Fairies seldom left their own realm, and the way to their realm was often disguised with magic. This magic often took a natural form and pattern. We should remember that, that's very important information. Also, while we're perusing these, scrolls, the librarian is sternly staring at us the whole time. Probably because we're going to put everything in the wrong location when we're done.
Moran, strongest of all. Offrey, vision seeker. Safrini, natural flyer. Yoth-Sagoth, master of magic. Kor-Sagoth, brother to magic.
We're slowly learning the names of all of the gods that we're finding in orbs. We'll just put this here. You don't mind, right? No? Excellent.
The youngest gods. Helion, born of fire. Aquila, life daughter. Thera, mother of earth. Azrael, the red warrior. Khull-Khuum, dark brother.
And now we know all of their names. And there is one more scroll here we can read.
A prophecy tells that one of Thera's line will come to the Keep of Stone. This foreseen one will bring a wave of darkness to his people and be cast away. In time, the one will rise up and bring light to where there is none.
Might this be referring to us? No, of course not. It's not like we're destined to do anything. We'll just leave all of these here. You can clean up later, I'm sure. Does this scroll have anything interesting? Any magic that we can learn?
Research theory of counter magic to deflect capturing energies. Possible devastation explanation.
Fair enough. That really didn't help us that much. What about this one?
Evidence suggests that the ancients of Atlantis and Ease were destroyed nearly 1,000 years ago. Research this more.
There'll be a lot of research if you're trying to research that. And finally, this scroll.
Orphic helped Wraith repair Thera's temple. Discussion with Mage Icarius has theorized that this can help Thera act in this world by restoring her energies.
This is referencing something else that is, not in this story in particular. We're done there. Let's keep looking around, shall we? Eventually, we will find where Karzak is, and then we can ask him to rejoin the party. There is also something here that we can read.
I can't read it.
Ah, we can't read it because, we haven't got the magic active that would let us understand it. What about over here? Anyone in here? There is a door. Hello, how are you? Time to say hi. You have some items.
Can I help you?
Domber, it's me, Drake.
Oh, yes, it's Drake. Jake who?
I saved you and your brother.
Oh, never mind. What can I do for you? I'm busy, you know.
Yes. Well, you mentioned some secret device.
Shh! It's my secret project. A new weapon to use against, well, against somebody. I almost had it developed. I just can't find the missing pieces. They must have been delivered incorrectly. I would not have misplaced them.
If I can find the pieces to this weapon, can I use it?
Of course. What's the point of a weapon if it won't be used? But then, what good is a used weapon? Well, anyway, bring me the pieces and I will loan you the weapon.
We will. We haven't found any of those pieces, or have we? We've actually found 2 of them.
This rune is for written languages only. Use on reader.
We know this spell. What about this one?
Domber's to-do list. Work on secret project. Finish designs for another keep of stone. Eat, sleep, shower.
Pretty comprehensive. Can we grab these things here? Can we have a look at this? We could. We're not going to learn anything by doing so. We'll just grab these rocks here. I'm sure Domber won't mind. Domber will barely notice that they're gone. Let's just leave. We've managed to backtrack and head to an area that we've already been to. We want to go that way. We also want to go that way, most certainly. I don't know how I managed to get turned around. Actually, I do know. I generally get turned around when I'm exploring a place without checking the map often. Ah, this place is somewhat important. Hello.
Hello, Sir Dwarf.
I am Sergeant Blackrock, Master Smith of this hold. What can I do for you?
I need some help.
You should talk to Torin, our elder. He is to the south.
Fair enough. We can't do anything with you yet, but we will be talking to you later. He's very important for solving a puzzle. We want to go that way, most certainly. Let's go this way and go down this corridor. You're not going to say anything, which is fine. We haven't been this far, have we? We went this way, and that was where the Elder is. There's this way that we haven't been to. Aha! Cooked food. We're going to grab a lot of things here. Nothing there in particular, but we'll grab these meals. They look very tasty. They're healing items. Let's go this way now and see if we can find where Karzak is, because our party is a little bit quiet at the moment. I believe we may have found some kind of eating hall, or at least somewhere where things are stored. It's more like somewhere where things are stored, but we'll grab all of the items that we can. Nobody seems to mind that we're destroying all of these barrels and stealing all of their things. Also, that food surely hasn't managed to remain that immaculate stored in a barrel. There we go. Rocks, that's what I was looking for. We need all of the rocks that we can find. There are a lot of rocks there. And there are some bags. We don't want to do anything with them. Let's have a look here. There's nothing here. What about over here? Anyone over there? There's a corridor there. There's also this way. There is nothing this way. Looking around here is important. We may find things that we can destroy. There's also a scroll over there. Nobody's gonna mind that we're destroying all of his stuff. Or that we're reading everything.
I cannot explain what has happened. I must leave for a while to pay for what I have done. You would not understand, but please try. Farley Maliston.
That is Farley trying to explain that he has to go away and be in exile. Because that's effectively what they did. They banished him to exile. Let's have a look around here. Anyone here? Ah, here's someone.
Karzak, how's it going?
Ah, it is so boring around this place. There is much talk of battle with the Throgs. But nothing will come from it.
Well, Torin wants to know if you will journey with me again.
Oh, for the glory of battle, yes.
Come on then. Time is wasting.
We have at least one of the dwarves that was previously in our party back in our party. Let's re-equip him, shall we? We shall get all of the really good equipment now. We'll give him this. We'll give him this and this helmet. We'll also give him this here. And we will not give him that. We need to go and find the other axe. It's going to be quite a bit of a ways down here. There we go. At least we have one other person in our party. And in here is some oil. And more oil. And more oil. Do you get the feeling that Karzak is getting ready for combat? Me neither. And now that we have Karzak, we can go and safely explore everywhere else. Also, for the longest time, I thought that those were not beds. They're beds. Anything else that we can do here? We can explore in this direction. Why not, eh? There's nothing here. But there is one dwarf that we do want to talk to in particular. We just need to find that dwarf. We'll know this dwarf when we see him. Nothing here. There's something over here for sure. There is a store where we can actually buy things. That is the purpose of all the money that we have. Anything here? No. Always worth having a look, though. What about over here? This place is rather big and spacious. There's a corridor down here. Ah, hello. You're not going to say anything in particular. There's a lot of places to explore, and Karzak is not going to give us any pointers as to where we are. Anything down here? Aha! This is a sound that I've wanted to hear. We have found the Fountain of Thera in the Dwarven clan halls. We are not going to find another one for quite a long time. So we might as well fill up our water skin here with everything that we can get in it. And mark this down. We definitely want to mark this down. We have a Fountain of Thera here. Marvellous. Let's keep looking around, shall we? We're not going to find any combat here, at least for now. We may have some combat here, though. Maybe. Any dwarves over here? No? Aha! Someone is trying to unlock something there. I think it's time to have a conversation and see what this dwarf is doing. Hello?
What do you want?
What are you doing here?
Nothing. Now go away.
I think we're...
I said leave me. You have no business here.
I'm gonna wait.
All right. Have it your way then.
You're going to just stay there. That's fine. You're definitely trying something. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to fight you. We're going to equip our rune caster here, and we're going to blow you up with copious amounts of fire. Because you're up to something really suspicious. Let's just see how suspicious that something is. Have at thee! Eventually, yep, very slowly he'll come this way. And you have a lot of health. A lot of health indeed. we need to, very quickly, take care of you. Maybe in melee. Oh, you can attack from there, can you? Well, we'll just turn around and, have at thee! Maybe you're immune to, magic. There we go, a few, strikes here and there. And you're trying to reposition. The dwarves are quite clever when it comes to fighting. There we go.
Throg in disguise. Some sort of illusion magic.
Yes, indeed, it was a Throg. Someone was trying to figure out something here. What is here? Nothing there, or there. We may never know what that Throg was doing. But either way, we have managed to foil that plot. Whatever the Throg was planning, most likely to try and compromise the security of the clan hall. We could use our runecasters to heal up, but we might as well just use the fountain that's over here. We're not going to have any more combat here, at least for the moment. Remember when I said that there wouldn't be any combat at least for a moment before? There is another instance where you can get into combat. There is also the fact that you could just decide that you're going to kill everyone in the clan hall. You can do that if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it, but there is some interesting dialogue if you decide to do so. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll continue to explore the Dwarven clan hall and talk to everyone, and maybe buy a few things. Maybe. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. But there's one more thing we need to talk about before we end the video, and that is the various voice actors that have played characters that we've encountered in the Dwarven Fortress so far. 2 of them we've seen before. Mike Reynolds was Thun Brightstone, and Barry Stigler was Awesome. But the other 4 that we've encountered are people we haven't seen before, like Sim Prescott, who played Torin. Among his many roles, he was Doohan in Cowboy Bebop, Ordic in Dark Reign 2, Dumal and various other characters in Neverwinter Nights, and Wong Leung in The Bouncer. There's also Clifton Wells, who played Geldor. He was the boss in the 1989 dub of Castle in the Sky, Corman in Captain Harlock and the Queen of 1,000 Stars, and Tourist with Too Many Cameras in Airplane 2 the sequel, among many other roles. There's also Edward Mannix, who was Sardin, and he, among many other roles, was the Chamberlain in Ninja Scroll, Bobby in Die Hard 2, and Joran in Captain Harlock and the Queen of 1,000 Stars. And finally, there's Dan Warren, who was Grak. And he has also been Arthur in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He was Gao Hui in various Dynasty Warriors games, I don't know if I've said that correctly, and the Bonfire Speaker in Akira, among the many other roles that he has had. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll continue to explore the Dwarven clan halls, and we'll encounter many other dwarves to talk to. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.